Alright, today we are showing you guys a Greninja Glaceon deck. This is running the 2 EVs with the continuous steps. On top of that, we do have the Greninjas with the Water Shuriken. That is going to give us a lot of control, and that is why this deck is running 2 Cyrus. Now, in the pursuit of using this deck, I will say that there probably is some sort of a use case in adding a Sabrina and maybe doing 1 Sabrina, 1 Cyrus, but I understand that what it's going for is with the Water Shurikens and both Cyruses, you can control the bench completely to get your kills. It's got 2 of the Iridas for doing the heals and 1 Misty, 1 Rocky Helmet just to help in case you run into any Arceuses. The idea is you want to get Glaceon out right away using its snowy terrain to chip away at your opponent and doing 90 damage with 3 energies. I will be upfront and be honest, it's not going to be knocking out too many Dialga and Arceus decks. So this deck, are you going to go to a tournament and win with it? Probably not, but either way, we have some fun games, and it is a fun deck nonetheless, and let's jump into the games. So we are up against a fighting deck, so let's get a Froakie Dokie. Oh, that's not a Froakie. Let's just hope that it's a Snorlax in front of us. Oh, Arceus. You should build Celebi in the back. Oh, you're not talking to me. You're definitely not talking to me. Strings, we also do have a queue going on. Dude, if you want to get in on the queue, let us know. Definitely let us know. Alright, so. Guys, GG's. Welcome in. Everybody on Twitch. Jeez. We're getting some good numbers on Twitch today. Welcome in, guys. 17 of you. Don't hesitate to say hi. We've got a queue going on, guys. If you want to join the queue, just say something in the chat. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Alright, so we get the Froakie on the board. We see a Snorlax. We see Larvitar in the back. And you know what? I'm for what's going on here. I'm digging our setup. It's about as good as we could hope for. And if we can get a couple heads along the way, it's a bonus. Even 1 heads is enough to speed this up pretty tremendously. So unless we get the Misty, we'll play the Professor's Research next turn. Pupitar, yikes. Okay, getting a little scared of that. But you know what? If we can kill this Arceus, that also will help us out quite a bit. Alright, so let's get Glaceon on the board. We could have waited 1 more turn just to do a continuous steps, but I think it's better to just opt to get the guaranteed damage from the snowy terrain. So that's what we'll opt for. Guaranteed damage. And we've got Frogadier on the bench. Soon that's going to be a Greninja. And that is going to put us in a great control situation for our deck. Alright, so this is a very similar deck. Very similar deck to what we saw out of Dark Crow earlier. And obviously our setup is significantly different, and we are going to be able to jump leagues ahead right here. So that Snorlax, double Snorlax, okay, on the board with the Rocky Helmet. Interesting enough, obviously the goal likely will be to get Snorlax on the board, but we are going to do our best to make sure that that is not a big part of this game. I'd be not surprised. Okay, Arceus gets another 20 HP. We'll do the snowy terrain there. Okay. And here is where we are going from here. We are going to get our Greninja on the board. Let's get our Eevee out behind. Get the next energy on Glaceon. And with a Water Shuriken, let's pull in this Tyranitar. Tyranitar does not have the energy he needs, nor does he have any way to get the energy he needs. So we'll Cyrus him up. And let's start doing some Icy Wind as well as some Snowy Terrain damage. I'm all for it. All for it right now. Alright, so this Tyranitar unfortunately is just going to die, and there's no way around that at this point in time. What we can do is we're going to Water Shuriken into... It doesn't really matter who we Water Shuriken. We can kill whoever we want next turn. Let's kill Arceus. Let's hit Arceus. get the next energy onto Eevee. We could also tandem put an energy onto Greninja, just to have Greninja ready to fight if it's going to be needed. But I think it's worth it to get an energy or two onto Eevee also, because he has no points, right? So we would like to... Oh, wait, this is Dark Crow again. Isn't this supposed to be Snorlax? I just realized this is Dark Crow. Didn't we already fight Dark Crow? I've been pretending this whole time it's been Snorlax. Alright, we get the berry down. Either way, we're too far into this match to not finish it. Alright, so he gets the 70 damage down with the rollout here. I thought it was in random. I modified the deck. There you go. Let's, I read out of this. That's okay. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I thought if I'd noticed earlier, then we would have fixed it. But we're too far into the game now. Too far into it. Let's finish it off. We'll get the... Oh, let's get the Water Shuriken down now. We do want to kill this Snorlax in a timely fashion. You didn't notice either. All right, it's all good. You're like, we're both just like, oh, like I literally said, I was like, oh, Snorlax is using the exact same deck as Crow. That's funny. Snorlax, you still here with us? You getting ready for battle? Needs a normal evolution. I don't know. Eevee's already normal. All right. Here we go. Snorlax will do another 70 damage to us right here. And that is going to be the game. GG's. GG's. So that's going to be taking our next point. And then whatever he puts in, it will not matter. We will just Cyrus right into Arceus. All right. And let's get that Cyrus on the board. And we will knock out Arceus. And that will be the game. Interesting deck though, but like I know you said that you've made a couple changes to the deck, but you know, it just really comes down to if you get the Greninja. This deck works really good with the Greninja, and the Cyrus is trying to manipulate and get your opponent to exactly where they need to be for you. So it definitely does have some merit, the Tyranitar deck, but if you can get the Greninja out, it definitely is going to help you out quite a bit. All right. We are going first. We got a couple Pokeballs. Let's get those on the board. The real question is, what is being run with this Arceus? Is this a Gyarados Arceus, or what will we see? It could be Palkia also. There is definitely a Palkia variant, which we will be playing in the next couple of days. Not today, though. And let's just see what happens. Let's see where... the one thing we do know is that in most scenarios, an Arceus start in the starting position is usually the worst scenario for most decks. Yeah, I mean, there's very few scenarios where you really want to start with an Arceus in the front line and build up that Arceus. Now, even with him getting first energy, yes, Eevee is, you know, not going to be doing massive damage either. But with Glaceon, we will be an energy behind, but at the same time, we have this Misty potential, which we will try to use. Even if we get nothing, though, we will get some snowy terrain damage along the way. And any heads we get ahead of time is just a bonus. And one heads with a Misty, really all it does is just kind of treats it like we went first instead of him. Or, sorry, we got first energy instead of him. Just roll 7 heads. It's that easy, Don. Easy. Jason Love, how you doing? We got a queue going, Jason. And we are on Pyro right now. And then it is Weeza next. So if you want to get in on the queue, dude, let us know. If you want to get in on the queue, let us know. Very nice. This is going to slow us down just a tad here. Slow us down a full energy. Nothing wrong with that. Saves him 10 HP too. Alright, we're going to retreat Greninja. Mainly because keeping the water shuriken longer is ultimately, in most scenarios, going to outpay itself than losing Greninja to try and get Glaceon in organically with the energies. Ultimately, here's the thing, yeah, he'll take a couple turns if he does another Sabrina. Every single time we can do a water shuriken, it will really help balance us out. So, especially too because we do have a Cyrus. So if we want to, say, an opportunity to maybe put in a different Pokemon and then just water shuriken this Arceus in the back line, we have that ability now. We definitely have that ability. And you know what? Not only do we have that ability, we're gonna do that. Because this Arceus is essentially at full HP anyway. So there's no need for us to really stay fighting this Arceus. So we'll water shuriken the Arceus in the back. Let's get this energy up. Let's get the Cyrus down. Because we already know that if we keep doing what we're doing, this Arceus in front of us is going to kill us first. So let's do some big hits on this Arceus in the back. And hopefully this buys us minimum one turn so that we can get Greninja kind of fired up and ready to fight. That would be an ideal situation. Actually, an ideal situation would be if there's no leaf. If there's a leaf or an X speed, that sucks. But if there isn't, wow. Okay, we're in a really, really good spot for potentially getting some work done here. So what we can do is we can heal up. I wonder if this is an 18 trainer. If so, that would be wrong. But either way, what we're going to do is we're going to heal up here. We're going to get the energy on this backline Greninja. We'll do the water shuriken on Arceus to get the kill. And then we will be able to do a full 100 damage with the snowy terrain to Arceus, which will also lead into likely us getting enough damage with our Greninja next turn to knock him out if he can get another Pokemon on the bench to kill Glaceon. Could you write down your password on my Discord channel? What? Christopher, you missed yourself in queue, brother. Do you still want to be in on queue or what's going on? Also, I have no idea what you mean my password on Discord. On your Discord. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to get me to do. Donnie. Yeah, oh. Could you write down your password on my Discord channel? Mage just wrote down the password for you right there, Christopher. It is Donnie, D-O-N-N-I. It is right there, D-O-N-N-I. We always keep it with the Donnie code. So once you kind of get in and you learn that it's the Donnie code, nothing changes. Day after day, we always keep the Donnie code. All right, Ultimate Force. And that is going to be a GG here, Pyro. And this is really just more a display of anything else. I don't know if this is an 18 trainer or not, but it is. If Pyro did run an 18 trainer like he said, I think he means the code for the game, Donnie, is the code, the man, the myth, the legend as well. If you want to follow us on any of our socials, we hope to see you there, and we will see you in the next video.